How's it going, guys? So I've been grinding out Reaper 2 for the full experience of it. And I'd say I'm at a good point to review the game. And for the review, if you want the short version, it's an alright game. Alright. You're gonna have to watch the video to see my other thoughts, but it's an alright game. And here in this video, I'm only gonna be going over update 0 or the version of release. I'll make other reviews for the next couple of updates as well, if they ever come out with them, or if they don't announce like it's an actual like update 1 or something like that. I'm just gonna go over some of the new updates that they added. Like if they add Bankai, I'm gonna make a Soul Reaper and go for Bankai and shit like that. I'll tell you now, I've yet to go through the Quincy or Soul Reaper progressions. Although Soul Reaper does not have much progression. I know that Quincy's do have a decent amount of progression, so I'm not really going to speak upon Quincy's, but Soul Reaper I'm going to speak about a little bit. So let's get into it. So the combat system in this game is about as janky as you can get. It's not the worst I've seen so far, but when you try to hit an enemy, they will instantly predict that you will hit them, so they will just block them without a second passing. Will bring you into a combo. That part's pretty fucked. I don't really see the point of having them predict you instantly. At least let us start up a combo without them instantly being able to block us. But that's really my thoughts on that. There's also another way to see the prediction on some of the enemies. If you go a far distance away from them while you have them aggroed onto you and you punch the air, most enemies will just block it, even though you're not even close to them or nothing. So that's just a way to see the prediction in this game. Besides those points, I know of sometimes that they will just infinitely block. Like, even if they're punching you, they'll just infinitely block you. Or if they're using a skill, that's definitely a bug that's got to get patched, because that's ruined some of my combos and shit. Besides all of that, if you can somehow avoid all of these bugs, the combat itself, it's not horrible, and it's fluid, and it makes you feel like you're actually doing damage to them, as well as the air combos in the game seem pretty balanced, as they make you do half damage while you're in the air combo. It's just a lot better with that. So enough rambling about combat mechanics. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so I'll go over the Hollow progression and the Soul Reaper progression only. Like I said before, I know nothing of Quincy progression, and Soul Reaper is pretty easy to understand. So Soul Reaper progression, it's pretty simple. Get to level 5 and get a Shikai, then wait for the developers to add Bankai. That's really all you have to do. Of course you can level up and shit like that too, but you're not gonna get far with Soul Reaper, in all honesty. The progression really isn't hard to do at all. You could get it in your first 15 minutes of playing the game. So I won't really combat on any changes that you would need until maybe later in the future when they do add Bankai. If they do add Bankai, which I'm pretty sure they will. So let's go into Hollow progression. Hollow progression is the hardest path you can go into for this game. So I'm gonna go over how you get it and shit. So first, you're a regular Hollow, of course. You level up to level 15, you become a Menos Grande. So Menos Grande, you just gotta find an AFK spot with enemies and use your AoE stomp move until you can get your red bar down. Once that red bar does come down, you can become an Ajucha. I got flamed for not knowing how to say it, but as an Ajucha, you will have to level up from 1 to 50. Once you hit 50, you become a Vasto Lorde. As a Vasto Lorde, you can decide not to put any skill points until you get to level 32. And once you hit level 32, you can become a Vasto Car. Of course, during this time, you can also say, fuck this, I don't want to grind anymore, and become a Menos Car or an Ajudicar. That's just up to you if you want to do that or not. I would not say the progression for this is that much difficult, but more tedious and boring to do. Currently, there's no way to actually level to from 20 like up with the storyline quests alone. You have to farm the 2 repeatable quests there are, or spend like around 400 Robux on the Don guy to get to level 50 from there. So progression wise, and some changes I would propose are like I don't really find anything bad with it. It's actually a pretty easy progression in all honesty compared to some other games. Here's a suggestion you can add. If you want to add in like a player kill requirement for Vaso Lorde, I'm not opposed to it. But right now I think it's an alright progression for Hollows. But leveling on the other hand. So leveling currently is a pain in the ass to do past level 18 or so, right? There are not enough quests in the game to even get up to level 30 without having to grind for a couple of hours or even a day. The only actual good way of leveling right now is locked behind a paywall, which is the Don guy. Here's what I propose to fix this, right? To the content update, which I heard is coming, make it so you can get into the Don guy for 7,500 in-game cash. My bad. It makes it so people can level easier, as well as to farm more of the repeatable quests in the main game so that you can get more money. But besides that, the current leveling could be a whole lot better. So PvP currently is filled with Primero runners, myself included, and Quincy bow runners. Now, I myself have yet to get into PvP in this game, right? But I'm sure I will encounter a whole lot of these people once I do, which I don't really want to deal with. I don't really have a proposition to change anything here, but all I'm saying is I feel like there's got to be a little bit more ranged into some of the other I don't even know how you say this. A little bit more range into some of the moves, like maybe more range moves that Soul Reapers and regular not even hollows Rankars can get without having to have Primo. But I don't really want to be able to run away from people, and that's not what I'm going to do. So that's why I'm currently trying to get off of Primero and go for the light one. I forget which one that is, but the light one. But right now I'm just gonna grind money. I'm gonna grind a fuck ton of money so I can do that. But that's really it for this section. I don't really, like I said, I don't really have anything to change because again, I've yet to get into PvP. But that's really it. I don't really know what else to say. So that's really all there is to the game right now that I could find, of course. Again, this is only for update 0. I forgot about the update. This is really only for update 0 right now. And I would go over some of the bugs, or most of the bugs that I found, because there's a decent chunk. But it seems like people are still spamming it in the Discord under the feedback section. So I'm just going to leave it to them. But I really wanted to just go over some of the content currently and my thoughts on the topics of the content. Thanks guys for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one.